Let me begin with something uncomfortable. Most people do not have an income problem. They have a structure problem. They believe the solution to financial pressure is more effort, more discipline, more sacrifice. But effort without structure is friction, and friction always wins long term. So if you want to transition from a labor for income model to a systems for wealth model, something fundamental must change. You must stop seeing yourself as a worker and start seeing yourself as an architect, not tomorrow, now. Because wealth is not built by intensity, it is built by design. Phase 1, the audit. Calibrating the machine before you build it. Before you build a system, you must stop the leaks. Imagine trying to fill a bucket with holes in it. You can pour faster, you can pour more, but you will never fill it. The first phase is not expansion, it is calibration. 1. Determine your burn rate. You need a number, not a guess, not a rough estimate, an exact figure, your survival number. This is the cost required to keep your life operational. Housing, food, utilities, transportation, insurance. Strip it down. No luxuries, no lifestyle upgrades. This is the baseline your future system must eventually replace. Let me ask you something directly. If your income stopped today, how long could you survive? 3 months? 1? A week? If you don't know, you are not building. You are drifting. 2. The opportunity cost audit. Now, let's talk about time, because time is your first capital. If you spend 10 hours scrolling, 6 hours on low-value tasks, 5 hours distracted, that's 20+ hours per week. That's 80 hours per month. That's 960 hours per year. That's the equivalent of 6 months of full-time work, burned. Ask yourself honestly, what am I investing my attention into? Because attention precedes wealth. 3. Kill high-interest friction. This part is not glamorous, but it is mathematically brutal. If you carry a 20% APR credit card balance, that is a guaranteed 20% loss. Show me an investment that guarantees 20%. You won't find one. So before you chase returns, remove drag. An efficient engine cannot pull debt chains. Pause here. If this section alone shifted your thinking, consider hitting the like button. It helps this reach people who are stuck in the same loop. Now we build. Phase 2, the fueling station. Automating the capture. Emotion is the biggest failure point in wealth building. If you must decide to save every month, you will eventually fail. Not because you lack discipline, because you are human. So remove yourself from the input phase. Direct diversion. Set up automatic transfers. The moment income arrives, a percentage leaves. Not later. Not if you feel like it. Immediately. 10%. 15%. Start somewhere and treat it like tax. Non-negotiable. Invisible. Unemotional. The government doesn't ask how you feel before deducting tax. Why should your future? Loop question. If you can pay taxes automatically, why are you negotiating with yourself about investing? Phase 3. Selecting the engine. Now we build. In the beginning, you don't chase complexity. You build 2 parallel engines. One protects you, one accelerates you. Engine 1, the passive foundation. For most people, this is low-cost index funds. Why? Because they are self-cleansing. They automatically buy market winners, automatically sell underperformers, require no emotional interference. You are outsourcing intelligence to structure. The goal is not excitement. The goal is critical mass. The day your annual investment growth exceeds your annual expenses, labor becomes optional. That's the threshold. Engine 2, the active accelerator. Now we talk leverage. This is where your effort goes, but not into hourly labor, into scalable assets. Look for assets with a long tail. For example, content. A video recorded once pays repeatedly. Software, built once, sold infinitely. Productized service, delivered by process, not personality. Let me ask you, what skill do you have that could outlive your hour? Because if your income dies when you log off, you are still in labor mode. Phase 4, the reinvestment flywheel. This is where most people fail. The engine starts producing, income increases, and lifestyle expands. New car, better apartment, more consumption. They upgrade comfort and stall momentum. The wealthy do something counterintuitive. They reinvest. Side business profit, buy assets. Dividends, hire help. Hired help, build more assets. That's a flywheel. Each turn builds force. At first, it moves slowly. Then something shifts. Momentum replaces effort. Let me ask you this question. When your income increases, do you upgrade life or upgrade systems? That answer determines everything. Phase 5, relentless optimization. A system is never finished. It is only refined. Once the engine runs, your role changes. You become a bottleneck analyst. Ask, what is slowing this down? If you have time but no money, your bottleneck is skill. If you have money but no time, your bottleneck is delegation. If you have both but no growth, your bottleneck is focus. Most people try to improve everything. Architects improve the constraint. Month 1, the blueprint. Here is your execution filter. Automate 10% into a wealth account. Eliminate high-interest friction. Identify one scalable asset to build. Schedule one deep work hour daily. No complexity, no overwhelm, just disciplined architecture. The identity shift. Let's zoom out. This entire conversation is not about money. It's about identity. Workers ask, how much can I earn? Architects ask, what can I build that earns without me? That shift alone changes trajectory. Let me close with this. If you remain a laborer for the next 15 years, what does life look like? Now imagine 15 years of building engines instead. Which version of you feels heavier? Which feels deliberate? That tension you feel right now? That's awareness. And awareness is the first brick. If this masterclass gave you clarity, subscribe. Because here, we don't chase income, we design exits. This is the next move. Build the machine, then let it build you.